Black women over 40, it's time to fall back in love with your life. And it starts today. Okay? Hey ladies, how are you? Have you ever felt like you just going with emotions? Your life is just your life. And I understand life is life. But do you feel like sometimes you just not in love with your life anymore? You don't romanticize it. Things that you may have done when you were younger versus when you got older. And having kids or just life in general can kind of like stop you from living your life. Getting married, all the different things, relationships can just stop you from doing the things that you used to do. But let me tell you, you don't have to stop romanticizing your life as a Black woman over 40. You can do all the things that you want to do while you have all the things that you do have. So let's talk about it. Some of you ladies know that I really, really enjoy romanticizing my life, and I love to like take myself out. I love to go get massages. I love to pamper myself with gifts and all different things and things that I like, maintenance and self-care. I like to entwine those into being things that I just romanticize about my life. Now, do I get to do them all the time? No, I don't. Sometimes life get the best of me too, but sometimes we have to put our best foot forward and pour into ourselves and put ourselves first. And it's all about yourself. And you have to be selfish sometimes. You have to find ways to pretty much love yourself. And sometimes we can get so away from that because we're just so in tune with pleasing and doing and catering to others and working these jobs and doing all the things, and we're just like on autopilot. So let's do a twofold here. Why does joy fade in adulthood? Now we're going to talk about singlehood, and we're going to talk about being in a relationship. That can be married, dating, so forth and so on. When you're single, sometimes it's getting into the run of doing, going to work, trying to go to school, maybe volunteering, community service, whatever. Sometimes you could get so caught up in that and you could forget about your joys and you're just on autopilot. Now, when you're in some form of a relationship, family, marriage, whatever that might look like for you, that can slip away even quicker in singleness because now you are of service. I believe marriage, relationships, you are of service to that other person. So if you're used to not doing so much, and then all of a sudden now you have kids, you have a significant other, you're in a relationship, you're doing other things, sometimes the routine of that can get you caught up. I've been there before. I'm not married, but I've been in relationships, long-term relationships, where you can definitely lose yourself in that aspect. So those are one ways how joys can fade in adulthood. Sometimes jobs, these jobs can really, really, really take a toll on us because one, we might want to get promoted. We might want to climb the ladder. We might work 12-hour shifts. We may not want to climb the ladder, but our job just demands more, or we're trying to put in that overtime. It can be so many different things, but I feel, and it's just my opinion, and you can chime in too as well. And if you're new here, go ahead and subscribe, hype the video up, thumbs up, all the different things so you can be a part of the family. So we can talk about more ways to romanticize your life as a Black woman over 40. Yes. But it's so many different ways that you can lose joy in adulthood. I can speak for myself. There's been times in my life, we go through highs and lows where I've lost joy. And I had to reel back and say, Kelly, you're not yourself. I had to find ways to make myself feel the joy that I once felt before, what made me happy. And also I had to sit back and say, if I'm looking outwards for certain things, how about I do those things for myself? And that's when I sat and I said, you know what? I cannot sit here and wait for somebody to buy me flowers. I cannot sit and wait for somebody to take me out to dinner. These things are bare minimum. So I can do those things for myself. Now, where I take myself, maybe a little bit more extravagant because one, I know what I like and what I want. And that's just my prerogative. I can do what I want to do, okay? But I started treating myself the way I wanted to be treated, and I set the bar for myself. And I looked at it and I said, if I could treat myself this good, the next person can. And that's just my non-negotiable or how I romanticize my life. Another way is when life becomes a routine. And as I mentioned before, going to work, picking up the kids, picking up the groceries. Yes, we need those things to live and to thrive. But sometimes when you just have that routine, it could just become a total burnout. You can have help, you don't have help, and it still can become a burnout. And I know for me, and even though I'm still single, I do have a household, I am a caretaker and things of that nature, I can run into burnout as well. I can find myself saying, damn, all I do is go to work, come home, make dinner, go to the grocery store, pick up medicine, do this. I can find myself in a routine as well. And then I find myself saying, oh God, I'm burnt out. What am I going to do to where I have to still do those things? Those things are non-negotiable. But how can I kind of turn things around to where I'm not feeling like I'm on autopilot? You know what I mean? And I'm not burning myself out. Like, I need to sit back and say, Kelly, we're going to push that to the side for now. We got to focus on you. I'm going to share some things that I do when things come a little bit hard for me, because I do have a routine over here as well. You guys know I have a full-time job. I do this as well. I love doing it. I've been doing this for probably 13 years. I probably will never stop doing this because I thoroughly enjoy it. It is a part of my therapy. I don't know if I haven't mentioned that to you guys before. I think I have in some of my videos. Me doing content creation, YouTube, podcasting, this is a part of my therapy. If I didn't make a dime from it, I would still do it. And right now, you guys know I pretty much unlisted all my videos on my YouTube, and I'm not making a dime from this. Right now, my channel is monetized, but it's not making any money. And I'm still doing it because it brings me total joy to do this, to create content, to speak to you, to have good dialogue, and to build relationships. And this is how I romanticize my life, and I break away of that routine and that burnout. I bring this in. Be like that for me. Adding beauty to the ordinary. What does that look like for someone who's trying to romanticize their life? Bringing beauty into the ordinary. So here are some things, and I'm going to mention some things for me. You guys know I love to play in makeup. I used to do a ton of makeup videos. I don't do a ton of makeup videos anymore. But on my own spare time, playing in makeup is definitely one of mine. I'm not a big fashion girly. I just love to look nice. So me putting on something nice, that makes me feel good as well. And going out by myself. I have not done that in a while. I've been very fortunate enough at this moment, that I have somebody that's really taking me out and treating me nice. But however, me taking myself out is a total different experience. And I have to get back into that because I don't want to lose myself. I want to make sure that I'm staying grounded and doing the things that I really want to do. So what are some things that can add beauty to the ordinary, that you can romanticize your life? Music. I love music. When I'm in my car, I will turn up some music loud. Let me tell you something. My Apple Watch be like, the sound is too loud. It can burst your eardrums. Apple Watch, stop it. Get up my business. Let me live. Let me live. Light candles. Last night I lit some candles because one of the lights went out due to we have a storm going on. I lit some candles. It felt so good, so cozy. I have a candle lit now because I was feeling myself last night. So I put a candle on right now. So that nice crackling noise. I have a wood wick. That's how you say it. Really, really, really nice. I love that fireplace sound. So romanticize it. Be in the moment. Be in the vibes. I wish I would have brought some tea in here so I could have been sipping as I'm talking to you, listening to my candle. we would have had a vibe in here. But, next time. And as I mentioned before, dressing yourself up. Dress yourself up. Wear those clothes. Let me tell you something. Are you listening? Kelly just started wearing her clothes. I have so many clothes, but I tend to wear the same thing over and over and over again. I don't know what that's about, but as of recent, I just started wearing my clothes. Like this outfit I have on right now is a nice sweater wrap dress. I've never wore it out. My first time wearing it is here with you guys. So now I have to wear it again and put some boots on and, spruce it up and things like that. And just have a good time. I bought a ton of graphic tees and satin skirts. I love a good satin skirt. I bought them kind of late in the game because, I guess it was really for like early spring. I caught them on sale somewhere. But I got to start wearing my clothes. I really, really do. I have so many clothes for this season that we're in right now that I bought probably 3-4 years ago that I never wore. Tags is still on them. I'm learning, y'all. I'm learning. Dress yourself up. Every day is an occasion. Don't wait for an occasion to wear that outfit. Look good. Romanticize yourself in a way that every day is your birthday, Valentine's Day, your wedding, for those of you who are married, or you're on a first date. Dress up. Look good. Just look good. Yes. So last but not least, presence is the real glow. Okay? The real glow to romanticizing your life. I feel, and again, this is just my opinion, when you romanticize your life, it heals you in some way. I've been in dumps, and when I started just doing for myself, putting myself first, I felt so much better. Yeah, you're going to have people around you that's going to feel like you're not showing them love, and they're going to show their resistance where they don't want you to do things for yourself. They need you. No, do for you. You have one life, and live it and romanticize it to the fullest. I know someone who cared for someone in their life for pretty much all their life, okay? Or not all their life, but majority of their life. That person passed away. Do you know that they thought they were going to live their best life? Their best life couldn't live because they wound up having a stroke. Live your life. Live your life. Stress will take you out, okay, silently. High blood pressure, anything, that cholesterol, those are silent killers. Because the high blood pressure, cholesterol can indirectly affect the heart, affect the brain. You have a stroke, it all depends on where it goes, brain, heart. Take care of yourself. I don't mean to get too low healthy here, but I just want you to figure out ways to romanticize your life every single day. Sometimes you may not have the money to go buy those flowers. You may not have that money to take yourself out and go to that restaurant you wanted to try. It doesn't have to be the most fanciest restaurant. It could be something new in the neighborhood. It could be a breakfast spot. Breakfast food is really inexpensive. Just sometimes pouring into yourself and getting uncomfortable can be the best thing ever. I never forget my first time going out eating by myself. I was so uncomfortable. I was shaking on the inside. But once I got there and I calmed down, I ate my food, I drank my drink. And when I got in my car, I could have damn near walked out, jumped and kicked my heels up because that's how good it felt. It's so many different things that you can do. You can go to a pottery class by yourself. It's so many different things you can do by yourself. Paint and sips, different things. Candle making, fragrance making. There's so many. I didn't even know we had these things even in my area. I'm just going to go out and have a good time. That is it. That is it. So, before we go, I got to leave you with something nice, cute, and sweet. And to summarize this up, Your life doesn't need to change. Your relationship with it does. Live your life. Romanticize it every day. The same way how you can look in your loved one's eyes and just feel so much, ooh, do that for yourself. Do it for yourself. Let me tell you something. I've come a long way, y'all. I've come a long way. I used to never do this for myself. But now, and to some people, it looks selfish. And that's how I know I'm doing a good thing. Because when people on the outside can recognize that, oh, wow, she should never do that for herself. That's good for her. Or they sit and say, ooh, I don't like that. You know, she don't have time for me anymore. It ain't about you. This is my life. If you enjoyed this conversation, go ahead and thumbs up the video. Follow if you're listening. And go ahead and hype it up. Ladies, I truly, truly appreciate you. And if you know any other black woman over 40 who needs to romanticize her life, tell her to listen and send this to her. I'll catch you in the next conversation.